Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Germany Co-op with me, Commissar Roach, and Rival Zone Gaming.
Hello!
In the last episode, we were basically just talking. We're preparing for the summer offensive in 1945.
Yep.
We're getting things ready to go. In the intervening time, I've put a order of 5 SS motorized divisions in the queue. Those will be reinforcing Rommel. Rommel's army has been split between the 1st Panzer Army and 10th Army. 10th Army will be the infantry army.
Mm-hmm.
That'll help support them with Rommel's force being deployed to the to Sevastopol to attack there.
Indeed.
Yeah, and that's what's going to happen. In the other part of the offensive will be an attack in the north, in the Swedish theater. That's calmed down quite a bit.
Yeah.
There'll also be one in the northern part of the Eastern Front with Yellow Army, which I believe is 5th Field Army. They'll attack and try and get to the river to the east of Leningrad. And maybe a detachment will attack towards Leningrad, I'm not sure. And I'm debating an attack in the south. Not sure if I want to do that or not.
Okay.
Okay, those 10 extra infantry divisions are at 55%.
Okay.
I'm going to deploy them now,
Right.
and then I will strategically redeploy them to the nearest city to your current line.
Alright, fair enough then. Look at those 20 divisions.
20 infantry divisions. All right.
Cool.
They're strategically redeploying right now. It'll take
All right.
them a little bit, but they'll be coming. They're
Round
still coming
down
pretty
to
quick.
guns.
Boarding the trains. Hopefully those SS divisions also get there pretty quick.
Oh yeah, you sent them earlier on, didn't you?
Well, I mean, they're not being sent. They're being trained right now, and
Oh.
then they'll be sent. But hopefully, I built them closer to the line. I think they're... I don't remember where they're being built from, but they're much closer initially, so hopefully they'll be able to strategically redeploy there and get there quicker. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay. Brown Army, and they're going to have a very, very small offensive line. Blue Army, an even smaller and more condensed one. And I think I'm going to abandon the pincer move, the salient move.
Yeah.
We have a good chance of breaking through the center. So they're going to, not a front line, they're going to actually take Minsk.
Ooh.
Is what I'm thinking.
You're gonna take Minsk.
Yeah, they're going to take Minsk, and I'm thinking... Yeah, there we go.
Sweet.
We're gonna try and push to the north, keep that line good.
Yeah.
The south is gonna attack at a delay.
Yeah, they're gonna
Hopefully,
hold
they'll
this kind of
pull.
pocket thing here.
Yeah, hopefully the Russians will pull forces to the north to counteract our attack, and then the south will be able to make a breakthrough.
And that'll shorten our line in the process.
Yeah, that'll also retake some of the fortresses that are still there
Cool.
that we initially built that the Russians have taken over.
Alright.
Those dastardly Russians.
Oh, you know.
What are you gonna do with them? So what do we got? 2 months till the offensive, I think.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for
Ausrücken!
Yeah, I don't think those SS divisions are going to be getting to you. It says they'll be deployed at 100% on October 31st.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be getting to us.
Nah, a little late in the production queue.
Yeah.
Fortunately.
The Russians are pushing on the Italians and everything on this southern front.
Well, they're trying to. Most of these attacks are not going well for them. Where are those infantry divisions that were moving? They're just leaving Istanbul and are on the what is that? Is that the what's the name of the peninsula that Turkey occupies? What is it?
The Turkish
Because I know
peninsula.
the one. Is it the Turkish peninsula?
That's the way I know it.
I know the Spain one is the Iberian Peninsula.
Oh, you mean the technical name? No idea.
Yeah, technical name. They just entered that peninsula.
Okay.
They're currently moving down the coast, and they'll be at the nearest city to you, just to the south. Tbilisi? Tbilisi? It's right there.
Okay.
I don't know. Tbilisi. I don't know if that's Turkish or Russian.
Come on, give me names here, people.
And yeah, the Middle Eastern front's doing pretty well, actually. They've actually taken, not only has Iran taken its former territory back, they're actually pushed past their border.
Fair enough.
Same thing with the Afghanistan border for the most part.
I've got no idea where this Tbilisi is.
It's directly to the south. If you zoom right in, it's the.
Oh right,
like,
okay. So they're deploying there.
Yeah, they'll move there, and then from there you can deploy them into however you want. And they're almost there. So they'll be getting there about a month or two ahead of time.
Cool.
Then you can deploy them to their plans, so they can plan out the attack and get ready.
Yeah. Okay, well the plan is that Army 10 is going to push up to the river while
First Panzer
First
moves
Panzer
to
goes
Sevastopol.
to Sevastopol, then comes back to reinforce them, and then we'll put in our offensive line along the rivers.
All right. Well, we've got 15,000 spare rifles in reserve, 29,000 spare artillery pieces.
That'll last me about a day.
37,000 trucks. We've got 1,700 spare heavy tanks and almost how many medium tanks? Almost 4,000 medium tanks in reserve. So we're
Give me 20 minutes and I'll burn through all of that.
Hope not. We have air superiority across the entire battlefront.
Cool.
How goes our research? 15 days for excavation 4. Which, by the way, how's our current resources doing? Yeah, that's helping a lot.
What, using ready-made stuff?
No, excavation.
Oh, excavation.
Yeah, look at our resources in the production menu. Look at our spares.
Ooh. Yeah, that works.
Yep, bringing in quite a bit because of that.
Yeah.
It's helping out quite a bit.
Mm.
We got 40 days until jets come out.
Oh.
They won't be ready for the offensive.
I know they're unassigned. I'm working on it, alright?
Those units did get there.
Yes. I'm
You have to
sending them
actually
across the
assign
mountain.
them to the army, though.
Yeah. They're coming across the mountain to join up with the main force.
You might also want to have 1st Panzer Army deployed to their front line.
Mm-hmm.
And you can do that by just clicking it and then, you know, control clicking them to the front line that it's currently set up. Same thing with the 20 divisions there. You can just click them directly and then control click them onto the line they're supposed to be assigned to. They'll automatically go in the army and deploy.
Zuhören! Ausrücken!
How is the supply situation going on over there? I wonder.
Guys, come on, get across there.
Angetreten!
Alright. Control and right click to select units assigned to this order.
You have to hold them, so control right click. Control click.
Befehle?
Who are you trying to assign?
I'm not trying to assign, I'm trying to get them down there.
Who?
First Panzer Army.
Do they have any, like... let's see here. They have a yellow bar next to them. If the unit were to continue moving, it would cause the next province to require more supplies than it currently has. Explicit move orders can force a unit to move out anyway.
Yeah,
So
basically I need to create a longer line.
No. No, it means that there's just not enough supplies in the area. If you wanted them to go there right now, you can still take attrition if you go up there, or you can just wait where you're currently at. And those 20 units did get there, so you can now assign them to the army, and then assign them to the order, and they'll move to the position.
Yep.
See, I'm gonna do an experiment here. If you move them manually, so I'm giving them a movement order up. They should, as soon as they get into that area, instead of going back, they should immediately deploy to their front line. By the way, you have to actually assign those 20 divisions to the order.
Yeah. Working on it now.
Angetreten!
Done. Friendly air superiority, inferior enemy, large river crossing. It's not large, it's tiny. It's like a stream. Divisions
Still
to
river crossing.
and some divisions not in position. Well, practically all the divisions are not in position, so.
Okay. Could manually just divide 1st Panzer Army into their provinces, and they should attack still. It's up to you, though. Or you could just assign them to their defensive position on the mountains. And then hope 10th Army pushes up to where they need to go.
Yeah.
And once they do that, you can have 1st Panzer Army go in around behind them.
I think I'm going to try that, to be honest with you.
Alright. Then you should probably reassign 1st Panzer Army to their defensive. And again, you can do this. You can do it the same way, as you can just control control left click, and they'll assign to the order that's still there. There you go.
Yeah, give them something to think about with 10th Army.
Yeah,
and then
sounds good.
Sending 1st Panzer to Sevastopol. Unfortunately, they won't be prepared. Unless we hold them there to prepare first.
Okay.
Wow.
So close. Getting
So-
close to the attack.
Yeah.
I've got somewhat optimistic commanders over here.
Really?
Yeah, Yellow Army, Fifth Field Army is very confident about their attack.
They are, yes.
The Northern Army, so hopefully I can roll the line from north to south.
That'd be nice. As they try and move reinforcements up from the south to take care of the north, you start pushing the front down.
Yeah.
So they're constantly
That's the
reacting
plan.
to what you're doing. You have the initiative.
Well, their winter offensive didn't really do much to them. Like they got pushed right back out. They didn't hold the territory.
Nope.
Just as a side for anybody listening, and that is a history fan or somebody that wants to learn more about history, there's a really good podcast that I remember from way back when, and I'm not sure if it's still available for free. If it's not, it's definitely worth whatever they're asking for it. There's a guy called Dan Carlin. I'm pretty sure is his name. But he does a podcast called Hardcore History. And he did a multi-part series called Ghosts of the Ostfront. And it takes you from the beginning of the start of the war on the Eastern Front all the way to the end. And it is one of the best like historical pieces of content about this that I've found. It is so good. I highly recommend everyone take a look at it. Like, I got chills from some of the episodes because there's one, like, it starts out where he very much puts you in the shoes of somebody and takes you through what they went through. And there's the beginning where he talks about if you go to, he starts it by saying if you go to an area in Russia near Volgograd, which used to be called Stalingrad,
All right.
in the middle of winter, you can go to certain fields and you can find miles of what looks to be a normal field of snow, but as you walk through it, you'll find bits of metal and leather and bone. And they're the bone fields of Stalingrad, where the German army that got cut off there, where they died. And it's still there. And you'll find it. Human femurs, bits, everything, like just little bits of leather and equipment stuff, still there. And some people, and it's this very chilling, like 20-minute thing where he goes through like what you need to do to get there and how it's a big deal. And I highly recommend just everyone find it, take a look at it. I think it's a 4-part series for like 2.5, 3 hours long. Totally worth it. I have the recordings from back when it was free to get, but I think maybe at a certain point he charges for old episodes. Definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Highly recommend everyone take a look at it because it's very good, especially if you like history.
Okie
Sorry,
dokie.
that was a
No need to apologise, bud. We're playing a Second World War II, whatever game, and it's got a massive history that comes along with it.
Second World War II deuce.
Yes. Yeah, it's the second part of the Second World War.
Yeah.
Second World War
Round
II,
round
the
two.
revenge.
The bells rang.
You thought the last war was tough. This time it's personal.
But no, that's yeah. If anybody's got a chance, check that out. He also has one that's it's like a 5-part series about the Punic Wars in like ancient Rome. Very good as well. Very good.
So it's not just Second World War history; it's all sorts of.
No, he does everything. He has like a multi-part series about the fall of the Roman Republic and the Punic. He also has one about the Punic Wars. He has ones about there are a couple episodes about the Civil War. Those are disjointed, not a large series. It's just podcasts. And a lot of them just talk about random things. Nothing, major. Or nothing Nothing for a long time. He has a couple that are multi-part like series, and like I said, Ghost of the Ostfront is one of the first ones I found out about, and it's amazing because he's a historian, so he goes through it, but it's not like it's not just times and dates, it's people, it's diary entries. There was one where he talked about there's records and there's a diary of a soldier, but it wasn't written in a book. It was found carved into the side of a building in Stalingrad. It was a Russian soldier's last diary entry because he had nothing else to put it on. And there's one of like a Russian tanker or a German tanker, I'm not sure which one, but they're writing to their wife, the tank's immobilized, there's only 2 people left, and they're trading. They're taking time. One's taking a turn in the turret, firing the machine gun at the approaching enemy, while the other one's down in the crew compartment with the only one left alive other than the guy in the turret, and he's writing his wife, and he's reading that entry, and it's like, it's so hard-hitting, because because it's all, like, when you hear about it in, like academic context, it's all dates and times, and, like, numbers and figures. It's not people. And that's where a lot of people get disjointed from history, and they just, zonk out on it. It's just like, oh, okay, yeah. And they don't care, but it's all...
No, it's definitely the stories of the individual people, what they went through. That's what makes it real.
History is just the story of human experience.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's just people being people and what they went through, and that's so interesting. I'm sorry, I'm nerding out again, but that's...
Nerd out! This is the nerd out
love
session of recording, I think.
I know some people like it whenever we just talk. I know a lot of people like it whenever it's more of a podcast with gameplay in the background, but I just...
Well, this is definitely the game for that.
Well, yeah, because there's a lot of stretches where nothing happens.
Yep.
But yeah, I highly recommend it if anybody's got a chance. Hardcore history, check it out. Ghost of the Ostfront. Highly worth it, and if you like it, secondarily, check out the Punic Wars series, because that one's also very good. Like, just the way he details Hannibal crossing the Alps is really interesting. Loved that one.
Another case where no one thought they could do it, or they would do it.
Well, yeah, and I knew it kind of like an American knows things, like in their history class, and it was, I knew about it, but I didn't know the details about it. I didn't know he had war elephants, and some of them got through to the Italian peninsula.
Yeah.
Like, he still had some alive after crossing the Alps. That's amazing. Or like Rome was so close to falling to Hannibal, but for some reason he didn't attack the city. Like to the point where like the Roman military or citizens were like raiding ceremonial armor.
Yeah.
Just to have something to wear and to fight with, because that's how bad it was.
He never attacked the city. It didn't make sense.
Yeah, it didn't make sense, and because it was completely out of character, and it was this very interesting just change to the way he worked. I find that that kind of history is so interesting.
All right, your fighter is finished.
Jet fighters are up.
Right. Do you want me to go on for the tactical bomber or the strategic bomber?
Why don't we pick up strategic? Well, no, pick up the tactical. That way we get the jet tactical as the next thing after that. So that works.
I know we were talking about that in previous videos, so.
Well, it'll be a while before we get to strategic, unfortunately. So.
Yeah, we've got to get through 2 levels of propeller driven. So.
Yeah, and then we also have to wait till 1950 to get us, because we'll be ahead of time.
Oh well.
Yeah. But that does mean we have the ability to produce jet fighters now, so I'm going to make a line of jet fighters.
Okay. That'll be nice.
And because of all the spare factories we had in the background, we were full on those.
No idea what you're talking about.
We had 25 spare military factories that weren't doing anything, so now I just made it and then filled the whole line for jet fighter. And we still have
10 left.
10. Yeah, 10 spare. I guess I could put that on something up above. I don't really need tank destroyers. Closed air support's fine. Yeah, could make another. Could make another one for jet fighters.
I was thinking that, although we are short on tungsten.
True. Let's see here. We're not getting all our tungsten from Portugal. Is a major problem.
And Portugal's not delivering on time all the time anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. There we go. It'll help.
What'll help?
Get us. I said it like putting another line up.
Oh, okay.
Get us. Because the thing is we'll have to finish. We'll have to end the line for the regular fighters.
Yes.
Because regular fighters and jet fighters actually are two separate things. So, at a certain point, we'll want to switch over. But currently, we want to get a big buffer for the fighters.
Well, our fighter 3 is 1459. But they're needing.
Yeah.
We need to send them out to upgrade other things, aren't we?
Yeah, well, I mean, we did produce a lot of Focke-Wulfs.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a lot of those in reserve. Okay. It's too bad we don't have spare Marines. I was just thinking we could do a naval landing at Sevastopol from like a port in Turkey.
You do have 4 divisions of Marines in the north.
Yeah, but those are needed up there because it's pretty thin up in the north. Because you have to use those to push past the line that's currently in Sweden.
Yeah.
Into Finland. But
that's the end of the video
of this episode. So this one's me. Yeah.
Yes.
So thank you for joining us for this episode. If you liked it, please leave a comment down below. Also hit that like button if you liked it. If you want to help support the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button, as well as taking a look at the descriptions down below, because there is a link to the other perspective. So if you're looking at mine, there's a link to Rivals and vice versa on Rivals. As well as in my description, there's a link to my Patreon page and my Discord channels. Take a look at those if you have the ability to, and we will see you in the next episode. Bye!
Bye-bye.